see the complete picture, and to just know that even ideas of codependency and finding new reflections that represent just so much of the embodiment of compassion and emotional integrity and just intention aligned with action is so beautiful. And while it's great confirmation of the so-called work or woe arc of the blueprint that I've put into fruition, it still cannot be something to tote on my chest and allow me to become certain that I'm completely sovereign and because the reality is I currently am not. So I wake up every day and have to choose to make the most honest assessment of myself, because I see it when I drop down, way down into the netherworlds. And even like at that drop down into the netherworlds, I see, wow, you were swimming even in a sea of illusion at the top. Still, like you're seeing 0.00001% of the whole truth, and you get shown 0.01 of the whole truth, and the brain literally, the mind neural interface it becomes over exhausted. And that's the reality of the situation here. So, while it is a beautiful experience to fall in love again, it's still, I'm falling in love with something outside of myself, and I still see something as separate, and I still have yet to fully marry the male and female within. So it's like I'm getting ready to enter into another opportunity with not even just this person that I've met and I've known many months now, and now it's like voice communication, but I'm getting ready to meet the completed me, the me that takes responsibility fully for the semen, the me that he knows every engagement of intimacy is the possibility to spawn a creation that gets concepted into another physical world that I will then live through. So it's like, do I want to continue adding on to my templates in Adam Cadman worlds? How perfected can I get that template to be? Or how fully stranded and fully intact and harmonized can I get that creation to be? And likewise, what are my children projects, those reflections that come to me, and I know that now I must seek them because they're mirroring, much like the mirror neurons in my brain, the aspects of myself that are on timelines of incoherence and disillusion and separateness, polarized. So it's when do the words get fully outweighed by the action? When can I complete just the great work, but just focusing on right now the projects I've been putting my effort and intention to for the last 2 months? And I remain patient because I know patience is the ultimate form of intelligence and awareness combined. But I'm not complacent with where I may need to pivot and redirect my energy and focus. Because if it's not touching the greatest span of people in the greatest span of frequency ranges, and it doesn't have the magnitude to it, then the first singing bowl that I hit or that I harmonized, will it carry to the third, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth? Right? So nature and the ability to take the flow state that I get into in the house from my workstation and computer and kitchen and food prep area, and basically now mirror and mimic that with the garden. And now I've got the compost pile set up. I've got all the utensils and tools. I've been scanning neighborhoods and streets and dumping waste bins in people's, the big things that they rent. I've been asking, going up to doors, knocking, going by small farms, seeing what they'll give me. And they've been giving me, because I am ready to receive fully. Now, and taking all these tools and the designs online, Matt Powers' permaculture class, and Elaine Igham's work on soil, and all of the how-to and instructional videos, and I have the notes and everything written down. And now it's go forth. I've gathered the currency. I've worked the hours, the Saturday, Sunday, Mondays. I remained committed. This was an intention set in place in September to save money. And it's so ironic because I have someone that owes me over $1,000, and that had to teach me of all that I've taken from others, and all that I didn't stay committed with my word with others, and with whether it be payments or stealing or whatever. And I had to sit through all that emotional burden of this person owing me for many months and many months, and see that attachment to like what I think I'm owed, like I'm actually owed anything. And to sit with that and know that I have to become the full self-regenerative current in every facet of life, the bank, the cryptocurrency, the social currency, the seedling currency, the compost, even the poop currency. I have more on that, but another video. The community currency. How can I gather the most children in an area of most receptivity? And how can I go to the parents that their soils are actually ready to receive seeds? Right? Because you affect a mother, you affect maybe a very corrupt male in a place of power. You affect some let's say 2 children. Then the children affect the teacher in the school and the principal and give guidance even to the guidance counselor. And then the grandparents that are shut down, maybe deactivated, fluoride instead of fauna, even they get affected. And they see that the children are the elders. The children are older than us. Facts. I said that to a 9-year-old the other day, and he completely understood. He said, I know. I said, you've been here before. I said, you're older than me. Don't let anyone demean you or tell you what you think you should know. I sat down, crouched at his level. I was like, you're a master. You can heal people with your hands. So, remain in the regenerative fuel source of creating your own fuel source, your own motivation, getting out of social media, getting out of the closed loop, in reverse engineering your life, monitoring your feedback loop systems. Wholeness.